This game is good. You're onto something there. I did not update my stream notifications, so if it's some weird, outdated stuff, don't worry about it. Oh, it's a flatlining heart monitor joke. That's fine. That's timeless. Hey everybody. It's me. Hey, my name is... I don't know how to spell in ASL, but I know that. Nice to meet you. I always forget how many fucking chords it takes for me to stream. I have the tracker, I'm holding a controller, I have a microphone and a headset in front of me. I'm a walking cable man right now. Like, my body is draped in technology. So, this is Pseudoregalia. I played like an hour of it last stream, like 2 weeks ago. Really fun 3D platformer. I think it was made for a game jam. I don't know all the details of it, but it's really fun. And hopefully I can finish it tonight. I thought you were playing Taco Bell ads for a second, bro. Nah, I don't think I've ever hit the ad button on Twitch. There's a button I can hit to just jump scare everybody, but I don't use that. So yeah, I was really just gonna keep playing Pseudoregalia today. Nothing crazy going on. Alright, I'll click start. Like usual, let me know if the audio is wacky, or loud, or quiet. So if you weren't here when I started playing this, you could probably have a couple quick impressions as to why I like this game. From a stylistic standpoint. But there's not a lot to explain. You play this goat lady with thick thighs, and if you get hit, you drop your weapon and you gotta go pick it up. And I guess that's kind of the gimmick. The gimmick is, like, you can drop your weapon mid-combat. I think she's a goat. That is a theory. I don't know if I can confirm it. But yeah. As I remember it, my abilities are slide. If I take damage, I can kind of like Hollow Knight heal myself with a little charge button. Oh, and I can fucking throw my sword on command, apparently. Didn't know that part. I have a new ability. Toss. I wonder if there's like a strategic reason to do that. Why can we see hands at the bottom? That's my hands. This is my stream gimmick. That I'm sure has worn itself out by now. But if I ever need to point at something, rest assured, this is a stream featuring pointing. You read a book about a little thimble that goes on a big adventure. You hope he has a good time. Yeah, where I left off, I'm like in a library. You read a book on musical theory. The ramblings of a madman. Not that mad. Ever heard of a tritone? The devil's chord? That's mad. I made the mistake when I first got interested in music of thinking like, oh, I'm gonna read about music theory. I want to learn about the circle of fifths. And what they don't like warn you of is it's not that hard to kind of wrap your head around what a scale is and what a fifth and a ninth and whatever is. But it's not very practical for actually like playing music live. It's just all technical stuff. It's like going to read a fighting game by learning the combos through like their numerical wordings. Like learning what a quarter circle 140875, like you can understand what it does, but none of the mechanical memory's there. That's how music theory feels to me as a non-musician. So, kind of a platformer. I get the impression it's that kind of platforming. Funk, did you hear that Unity is now making it where devs are being charged for each install of their game? That's like the opposite of uniting people. Should change their name to Chaos. I did hear about that. I don't know what... Okay, it's clearly not that jump. I'm curious what the purpose is. Like, is there a new Unity CEO and they decided to just be a shitbag? Because I can't fathom how they would imagine money locking downloads after a certain... How that would go. It's obviously a money-driven decision, but you have to make the ones... What I've learned is if you're gonna be a company, you have to do greedy shit in small troves. Like, you have to update your subscription to $1 more a month. You make it just enough it's annoying, but not enough people, like, throw their hands up and are done. But something like that, like every download will instigate a charge on the developer. That's way overhanded, it seems like. I'm gonna retrace my steps and make sure there isn't like an area I skipped before going there. Because you can't slide into a jump. You can't slide cancel into a jump. Which means I either... maybe I could make the jump without sliding. Yeah, I was just overthinking it. In my defense, though, any game that doesn't incentivize you to jump out of a slide, that sounds like a you problem, not a me problem. Ooh. I'm like in a very unfinished church. Hey Funk, I have a question. If I were to create a similar channel in the future, similar to me, would you be angry about what I would create? No, I wouldn't care. I don't have a monopoly on what I do. I feel weird when people like I have some friends that make similar content and people will like comment Funk clone, and I wish they wouldn't, because I'm not the first person to do like 3D animated video game reviews. No, I mean, I encourage it. I encourage you to find your own style. But I genuinely think the best way to find your style when you're, especially if you're like a teenager and you're getting into it, is literally just reverse engineer how other people do it. I'm fucking 26 and that's how I learn music. I just like, how can I recreate my favorite band? There's no shame in that. There's only shame if that's like the end goal. for you. If your end goal is, I want to be someone else, then it's only going to take you so far before you feel yourself stagnate. But yeah, go for it. I don't know what you mean. If you mean like you're going to do essays with 3D animation, but go for it. Yeah, so the game is screaming at me that this thing is important. And I'm sure it is. But I couldn't tell you why. It seems like the game, I don't know if it's using hay as like an indicator of go here. Like every time I'm lost, I find hay, and it seems like I'm supposed to be over there. Maybe I've just been hitting the wrong side. It's fucking broken glass. Oh my god. How is my brain this concave? Sun grieves. Press A. Okay. It's an aerial attack. Not really a double jump, but... Oh, maybe it is. It's a wall kick. I can work with that. Oh. We got some volumetric lighting. High fidelity game. Yeah, again, I don't know how long it took for this game to be made. I think it was sort of it was a smaller project, not necessarily like a year or two of work. I mean, I think it's based off of, what is it, like, the game dev already has a lot of, like, the underside of the game developed, like a lot of the mechanics, but this game itself made kind of a short duration, so its ability to convey stuff is a little simple. Not a bad thing. I can't tell if I only get 3 of those, or if I'm just fucking it up. It was a Game Jam game made within a month, but then they went back and put more work into it. Okay, that scans. Whew. I just meant to say I'm willing to give it a bit of leniency that I don't think this is the game dev's primary project. I know they are a very busy person. I don't even know what that did. Trying to figure out whether doing a kick prevents me from wall kicking after. It seems like it doesn't, but I can't totally tell when I'm hitting my like limit, my threshold of allotted wall kicks. The dev was in my chat when I first played this. Forgive me if I butcher their name, but Ritz. I played a couple of their games, so I've loosely interacted. Ow. The Rizzler, yeah. Oh, I'm back here. Wow. I don't know what I did. I heard like a thing. Maybe this door? Nope. Are you aware of what the damn term Riz means? How old do you think I fucking am? You think I'm fucking 47? What's Riz? Is that the sound that cereal makes when you put it in your mouth? Snap, crackle, Riz? That? Jesus, yes, I know what Riz means. I'm not gonna act like I use it in my daily linguistics, but I know what it means. At least 32. I'm okay with that. I feel like all the hottest people I know are in their 30s. And I hate to admit that, but like, I'm 26, and every time I see someone in their 30s, they like look better than their 20s. I think it's because that's the point where you like really get your shit together. So I don't mind being confused for 32. Yeah, I don't think I can kick up there. Up there, though. You want to know the most I've ever been kicked while I'm down? So as I'm sure a couple of you know, I can't really grow facial hair. And for a while, I tried. And one day, I was like looking in the mirror at my terrible peach fuzz. And I talked to my cousin, and he gave me this bang-up advice. He said, you know what makes hair grow? You just need a girl to touch it. Like, if a girl touches your face, it'll, like, spike your testosterone. And I think he was trying to give me genuine advice, but all it really sounded like was, wow, you don't get touched. That's why you don't have facial hair. No Riz? So, not the advice I wanted to hear when I couldn't get facial hair. Oh, it's probably because you can't get fucked. You know, I'm not gonna argue with it, but it just seems a little out of pocket. I'm really throwing myself at a wall here, literally. I mean, it feels clear that I gotta go up there, so it's either I don't know the timing on the kicks, or I'm missing something. One. I think I'm maybe just mashing. Okay, yeah, you're right. It's 3 kicks, and I think I'm mashing it, so I'm not making it to the other wall. But if it's only 3, then how the fuck do I make that? Yeesh. And this hay, this little fucking hay bale right here is the red herring that is snagging my line right now. it feels like an order thing. Like I gotta kick a certain wall first. There's a small delay. Kick earlier, so you kick off at the peak of your jump. Oh shit, yeah, that's it. That's such a weird... What? That's such a weird tech to hinge the entire jump on. I mean, thank you, and I like it. It's just... Usually games coddle me a little more. I'm not used to having to time things. Now what? Don't tell me I gotta do some weird ass off the side. I think I gotta like... I think I gotta bounce off of this and then like jump across. But I feel like I'm gonna fuck up if I do that. Oh wait, there's gaps. Yeah, it's a go up. But then how do I get to that? Oh my god, what the fuck? So that's where I gotta be. But there's no gap up there. Huh. Huh. Oh, you know what? Simpler than I'm making it out to be. Way simpler. I did it. I got half a coin. The architect of this place needs to learn what a staircase is. Or at least a ladder. Yeah. Like usual, I'm worried if I drop back down, I will have missed something and then need to backtrack. Because there's still a key door. And I don't think I got a key. I don't even know what I got. Oh, it is literally... No? Might be a key? It's a hit point thing. Hmm. Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely done with that area. So... Kinda dead-ended me there. Okay. At least I know a new tech. Damn, I was hoping there'd be like a shortcut back up. There might be one. Hey. I know I'm walking backwards, but I have a new jump. Maybe it'll be worth it. Throw the cross, then kick it midair. I don't think I can... Oh, wait. Ha! I think you gotta do it quick. Jeez. You know, I really hate to be this guy, but... This reminds me of the coin in Ultra Kill. The ricochet mechanic, I like that. This is so fun. I don't even need to play the game. I can just do this shit all day. Oh my god, come back. Okay, really though, where the fuck do I go now? It seems like this game does that a lot, where you just hit a dead end, takes you back to a central room. There's a paper. I think I just got a circle, I guess. Is this new? Is this the thing? Oh. Okay. That lever dropped this, which gives me a shortcut back up. Castle Sansa. Something tripped me up the other day. So, I was watching... Last year was the 10-year anniversary of one of my favorite albums, Chump Free by Feed Me Jack. And one of the guitarists from the band did an interview. It's not like a super big band, pretty niche, I would say. But I loved the album, so I watched this interview with them. Just sort of like put it on the background while I was working, and then halfway through it, the interviewer asks Robert Ross, "Are you aware that the most viewed video with a Feed Me Jack song is a TF2 commentary?" And I had to just stop. Like, what the fuck? This guy just put me on the spot in front of one of my favorite musicians. And he did know. I've talked to him before. Bobbing. Like DMs before. But it still fucking freaked me out that I was like 40 minutes into this video. And I just heard my name said. Fucking terrifying. Yeah, I mean, I know there's a lot of comments that bring me up in it, but... it doesn't mean I've, like, want my name to be permanently branded in their psyche, you know? I wonder if I can do something new here now. Well, shortcut. Yeah, I'm just gonna circle back through this area before I go any further. Because I get the feeling I missed something. You read a book about a woman with a magic sword who seeks revenge above everything. Revenge seems pretty great. I've been watching Fiona and Cake on Max, and it is the most fucking psychological brainfuck of a show. As someone who, like, grew up with and is very fond of Adventure Time, I don't know if I would call Fiona and Cake meta, because they do it in a very organic... I don't know what the word would be, but it feels very in-universe, even though the premise of the reboot, whatever you would want to call it, is very much about the creators of the project. It's just so weird. Rest. But if you haven't, or you're not aware of it, highly recommend Fiona and Cake. And it definitely helps if you watch Adventure Time. I think if you would never watch Adventure Time, you could still enjoy it. It would just be way fucking weirder. But as someone who does know the lore pretty well, it just... On one hand, a lot of it is like multiverse concepts. It's kind of played out not to their fault, but a lot of it is kind of stuff you've probably seen. But on the other hand, it almost feels like they took some risks with their storytelling of like, wow, how many people will not understand what the fuck's happening at all in this show? It's a really good balance of you have to pull a lot of pieces together to make sense of stuff. So the thing is, the original Adventure Time was it was not entirely episodic. Like, there was running threads, but you could ultimately watch one episode of Adventure Time disconnected from most of the rest and still enjoy it. There are a lot of episodes that are self-contained, but that is not the case with Fiona and Cake. It is all very linear or correlated. What do I think of Steven Universe? I think it was a good show that was limited by the rights holder. I think the original Steven Universe, it's not a controversial opinion here. The original one put a lot of focus on like the side characters, so-called filler episodes. And Rebecca Sugar was really good about throwing in hints to future important events in her filler episodes, or whoever wrote them. But for the most part, there's just so many episodes of Steven Universe you could never watch and not miss a beat. I liked Steven Universe Future. Unfortunately, it was also... It also makes you feel like they wanted another season, but this was the most they could get. They had to cram a lot of the story's endings together in a way that made it suffer. So it's a key situation. It's just, I've been running around. I guess I'm gonna go back to where I last progressed, because I don't see anything. But yeah, I mean, I like Steven Universe. Fundamentally, if you were to bullet to my head, gun to my head, not a bullet. If you put a bullet to my head, I probably wouldn't be able to answer. But a gun, I would say I like Steven Universe. You know, everyone trashes Steven Universe when he wants to talk through all his problems, but when Mob Psycho does it, everyone eats that shit up. They're the same fucking character, but one gets a pass because they're an Eastern character. I think it's a little fucked up and biased. To be fair, Mob Psycho is a gag manga to some degree. It's a gag manga with emotional resonance, whereas Steven Universe isn't really a gag show. So it's a bit harder to pull that off. I think it's just easy to shit on Steven Universe because, I don't know, cartoon critics have a dry well. Man, done it 4 times, you'd think I'd have it down by now. It's crazy to know how one became like the mangaka he is, because I think from what I've read, most mangaka, people who make the manga and animes and all that, they start off by being like an assistant to an existing mangaka, just doing like the cleanup work or whatever, and then they sort of graduate with references into making their own stuff. But he started out like I think he just sent One Punch Man into some sort of contest for a website to get published, and his art wasn't even that great. And they accepted it. And then same with Mob Psycho, he kind of just published it off of internet traction. And he didn't go, like, he didn't spend 10 years learning to be a mangaka under the guidance of anyone. He just kind of made stuff, which I think is very inspiring. Yeah, I have no idea where the fuck to go. I'm willing to throw in the towel and admit it now. Maybe up there? I don't know. Back to the castle. You know what? It's anytime I'm lost, I need to just think of the word Castlevania or Metroidvania. It would make sense if I've just cleared this whole area and I gotta like leave it. The thing is, usually games like give you a doorway straight back to it. Like a new doorway that circles back as opposed to making you go backwards through an existing door. Maybe I just missed that. Who knows? I'm not afraid of you anymore. Definitely been here. It's just hard to tell where to go. I mean, sure. Maybe that'll do it. What do you think of the new Castlevania trailers? Holy shit, man. Holy shit. I loved the original Castlevania on Netflix. Some insane animation. And it always blows my mind when you have complex camera work for 2D animation. Like the camera whips around the character, but it's clearly a 2D drawing and not like a 3D model. And there's a lot of that, especially when Belmont whips his whips. And the original one concluded, but I never played like Castlevania 2, the one with Richter, but I fucking love that series. You bet your ass I'm gonna watch it. I don't know what like the dynamic's gonna be, because my favorite dynamic was the trio of Alucard and Sifa and Simon. So I don't know what they're gonna do with the new one. It seems like it'll be a similar format, but I'll have to wait and find out. Did I really just use my key for a collectible? Like, is that all that is over here? It's just a collectible. Okay, back-to-back tracking. Have I heard the new Roswell Kid single? Yeah, I listen to that band 3 times a day when I'm running. You can bet your ass I listen to their weirdly like Western folky songs. God. I think Roswell Kid is the band that single-handedly make me love glam metal. Like, I've always sort of had a passive appreciation for glam metal, but do something about that band which will do guitar duels, where it's just 2 guitars soloing in a harmony, and they'll do it for like 8 bars, so it's just the longest shit ever, but it's all great. I fucking love them. I don't know if they're gonna do a full album like those singles. You know what sucks? I think Roswell Kid is I think they're gonna be in Atlanta in like a week, like the 17th. And I'm gonna be out of town. Because I got a family thing in Colorado. And I was banking on being able to see them live. But it's not in the cards, it doesn't seem like. And I gotta tell you, I'm a little defeated. Is it over the weekend? You'd have to check. I thought it was the 17th or 18th. I just know they might be in like Athens. They're somewhere in Georgia. That's all I know. If it was a 3-hour drive or 4-hour, I would still make it. The fact you don't listen to Beck is a crime. I've got wheels made of steel. I think I don't listen to Beck. Wait, is that Cake? Did I just sing Cake? It's not even Beck. No, I mean, every time I see a Beck feature, I love it. Like that song he did with Gorillaz. Valley of the Pagans was Beck, right? Like one of my favorite modern Gorillaz songs. I wouldn't say I don't. I just like don't listen to Beck's albums. They're in Atlanta tomorrow. Who? Beck? Or Roswell Kid? Either way. If there's a... Fuck, I mean I can't tomorrow either, because my flight's literally tomorrow. Roswell Kid? Fuck! That sucks so fucking hard, man. I have a flight in the morning tomorrow. So I literally can't make it. Maybe next year. This seems new of an area. It's like Gwendolyn boss fight hallway. Oh wait, this isn't new. This is like the first area after the tutorial. But it might connect to something new. I'm due in for a concert. I think I'll probably like go to the... I know Prince Daddy, which is their actual band name. Prince Daddy and the Hyenas. They're gonna be in Atlanta like December. I was hoping to go to that. I actually didn't go to the Weezer concert that was here like 2 months ago. Partially because I just didn't have anyone to go with. And partially because Weezer concerts... You get what you pay for, and that's it. They don't phone it in, but they don't flourish. I don't know, it seems like Weezer's a band that tours because they got a tour. And not because they have all this stage presence that they want to have. Yeah, no way I'm making that, but... No, can't even cheese it. I'll say one thing, it was a brave decision to not provide the player a mini-map or referential map at all. Brave is the word I would use for that decision. I don't think that's in the cards. How do you feel about the transition between Feed Me Jack to Bobbing, Red 26, and Still Woozy? I know it's unlikely since they've changed, but I want another album from them. You know, I'm in the same camp, but that interview I watched with Bobbing, I kind of learned a few things about why Feed Me Jack split up. I'll be paraphrasing. I know the crux of it was they all had their own things they wanted to make, but the way Bobbing described it, it sounded like most of the band was kind of checking out after Ultra Ego, and they weren't really in... It seemed like Bobbing had the most interest in finishing what they said there were 2 unreleased Feed Me Jack songs that Bobbing wanted to finish on his own, but he lost the files at some point. And I kind of get the impression that the rest of the band isn't jumping to return to that project, which is their right. I mean, I definitely... It's a hard to replace genre music. It's hard to, like, list a band that scratches that itch. I've been listening to a lot of Little Tibby. Little Tybee? They have a lot of that sort of jazz rock guitar. Really smooth, full open chords with a bit of math tapping in it. But yeah, I don't expect anything like that. At best, I expect Bobbing to, like, put out new music that sort of scratches the itch. But I don't think they'll get together. And if they don't want to, then I don't want them to. But if they wanted to, you know, I'd be on top of the moon. I just think the thing is, when you have a band full of people where every member is sort of a musical powerhouse in themselves, it's hard to keep them united, because unless you're like Steely Dan or something and you're really good at coordinating and giving everyone their own moments or whatever, it's hard to keep your focus centralized for too long. A lot of frontman bands like Weezer work because you have one guy who pretty much does everything, and then the rest of the band is talented but also willing to support their vision and not change it. So when you have a lot of different visions, it's a lot easier to make someone feel like I'm never gonna get to do what I want unless I, like, leave or start a solo project. So that's kind of why I don't think Feed Me Jack would really work long term, because it was a band they made when they were in college, which is why I think it's such a cool kind of experimental band, because they didn't put a lot of rules on what they were doing. Like, it doesn't feel like they were sort of trying to replicate an existing format. They were just mixing up a lot of different things. That's why Radiohead is on hiatus, I think. Probably. Tom York is a busy man. Yeah, I've been on a Steely Dan kick. Okay. I'm clearly circling nowhere again, so time to pick a new direction to run. That's new. Probably. And probably not reachable. I actually don't think I've been here. The underbelly. I'm afraid of touching the purple. Ooh. New music. Alright. It's another puzzle, I think. Or at least a platforming puzzle, so I gotta use some brain cells here. How about listen to Zelinki's music? I think I've like seen a video or two of theirs where they had like their music in it, but if they have like full releases, I have not. I wonder if I can like throw my sword in there and lose it. Soft lock myself. One more try. One more. Okay. Have I ever thought of becoming a voice actor? Like every ADHD person, yes, I have. Every ADHD, slightly creative person has had at least one moment where they're like, I could be a voice actor. You totally do it. From what I hear, to be a voice actor, you gotta put a lot of work into building your portfolio as an actor in general. And, haven't done that. Because I'm not really an actor, so... No, haven't thought about it that hard. I have thought about taking improv classes. That'd be a good start. It's not a ground pound. Yeah. Because I keep seeing this cobble and thinking it must be breakable, but I guess that's like a chain link fence in a bunch of shadows, so it just looks different. And you can't slide midair either, so not an option. I mean, I definitely deal with... every 3 weeks, I'm like... And I could totally do a completely different, adjacent creative profession if I put my heart to it. Like, I will draw in a notebook for 4 days and be like... Yo, I could do this. I could make a comic. And then 3 days pass and I'm like, fuck, I gotta edit. Same with voice acting and... anything you can name. Like, I spend a lot of my free time, just kicking around Ableton and music. I don't think I would ever want to be a musician as a job. It doesn't sound fulfilling. I would say maybe it sounds fulfilling, but it doesn't sound like the type of fulfillment I want. But I do have those moments where it's like, fuck, I don't want to do anything else. I just want to sit in Ableton for like 20 hours and not sleep. That's the kind of distance my interests go. When I hyperfixate on something, I want to do it for 20 hours and not think of anything else. Which is a double-sided sword, you know? Because on one hand, you can kick out a ton of ideas on paper, but on the other end, it's usually only all in one field. You're not really finishing stuff or getting a lot of different things done. You're just getting a lot of one thing done. I've really had to teach myself how to, like, just hit the start timer and commit to working on something, even if it's not the hyper focus I want to focus on. Like, I think any writer knows that. Like, when you finish writing something, maybe you feel proud, maybe you want it to be better. You have very strong feelings about having written, but you feel good about having done something. But when you're sitting at the empty page, that's when you want to do 40 other things besides writing. Oh wait, sorry. What did I do? Curious as to why there's a oh, it's just in case you lose it. There's like an extra lever. This is crazy. Like, it's intuitive platforming, but it's just fucking crazy. And I can't heal. Oh. The good news is I found what I need to do. Bad news is I forgot how to get there. This seems right. Should move chat bottom left. Honestly, I probably should. I can see what you mean now. Alright. I'm back on track. I do listen to Harmontown sometimes. It's like a Dan Harmon's former podcast, and he had some pretty good advice on writing that I liked, which was that if you're like having trouble finishing writing something, you should just sit down and write something start to finish, rather than like writing the first page and then going back and then proofreading the first page, then moving to the second. Like, instead of finishing it page by page, just go start to finish and then go back and proofread the whole thing. Because if you stop to like change each page without having a good idea of where it's all leading, like where the end of what you're writing is, then you end up focusing on like unimportant details or repeating yourself, stuff like that. So it's better to just write a full thing start to finish. Which I've tried with like videos and stuff, and I do like that approach more. I mean, I usually write out bullet points, then write the full thing, but same process. Isn't that why you plan your writing first? Yeah, you plan as much as you can, but there's also like, there are writing practices where you don't plan what you write. You just have a general idea and then you write out a full prompt based off of it. But that's more of an exercise than it is actually finishing something. I'll do that for a small key. I think I can remember where another key door is. I can't remember, but I could probably stumble into one. Not a key door down there. Worth a shot. I think I'm missing some context to that. Not a key door. Whoa. You know the game's getting good when you enter a room with a different color palette. That's progression. The camera does not zoom in if it gets close to a wall, sadly. Press L2, left trigger or Q while in the air to plunge downwards. Ooh, that's what I'm looking for. The cogs are turning. It's not a ground pound, it's a plunge. A ground pound would imply a pounding motion with one's foot. But they're going arms first, which would be a plunge. Or a dive, but their legs are not upwards, so not a dive, it's a plunge. I know where to go, I just don't know how the fuck to get out. Oh. I guess I should have read the rest of that prompt. Good to know. I'm getting dashier by the second. No, no, no. Today is the 20th anniversary of Steam, right? I recall seeing on, like, Steam's webpage, they have a whole thing where you can follow the history year by year of Valve. And the first thing I noticed is if you go from, like, 2007 to 2012, every year is like, we released the Orange Box, Left 4 Dead 2, Portal 2. And then after, like, 2014... they're just running out of shit to say. They're like, we held the 10th annual Steam sale. It's like, okay, that's all you got to show right now. It's nice though. The TF2 Scout is on the front page in a drawing, which is a win in my book. You know what I thought was a little crazy? Not Valve related per se, but apparently Titanfall 2 has been getting updated. Citation. Big citation. It was previously kind of unplayable because of hackers. That's apparently more or less resolved. Apparently there was a new game mode. It's not like a big game mode, it's just a game mode where every ability is replaced with the grapple, and they call it Attack on Titan. But somebody at Respawn took the time to implement a new type of mode in Titanfall 2, for as small as it is. And some people are speculating. There's some fucking crackpot theories if you really want to hear me get into it. But someone's gonna have to fill me in. I don't know all the details. The current Apex season is called like Resurrection, right? Something like that. And the end of this season is like around the anniversary of Titanfall 2. And then you put that together with the fact Titanfall 2 is getting kind of updated. Some people are speculating that there's maybe some kind of Titanfall 2 or Titanfall related announcement happening somewhere in October. I don't know how credible it is, but I do think it's a little unfounded for that game to be getting properly updated beyond bug fixes. So, could be something. Don't get your hopes up for a game called TF2. I don't, but getting my curiosity up is not the same as getting my hopes up. You gotta keep in mind that the Titanfall devs have always constantly gone on record saying they wanted to make another game, and they do want to make another game, and the CEO of Respawn says there is internal interest in making a new Titanfall game. I think the developers want to do it, but I don't know if they know how to do it yet, because I think they clearly want to do it differently. Now, obviously, they're not dealing with the same challenges as they were in 2016. Like, they're not competing with Infinity War, per se. Or, for example, not per se. So, on one hand, there isn't as much pressure on them to do stuff differently. But I also understand why they would want to maybe modernify Titanfall 2 for the masses. I wonder if I can do like a kick cross. Never know. You also got to keep in mind, they only ever added one Titan to the game post-launch, and that was Monarch. That's like, what, 8 or 9 Titans? Which is a lot, but you have to imagine they have like 10 new Titans sitting in the backlog. It's not like they explored the concept of a Titan so thoroughly. I mean, I guess it's more if you count Titanfall 1, but I think there is a plethora of Titanfall content that was never released. So I think it's only getting the clearance from Respawn to make it. I have no idea what the black hole is. Someone said you can't interact with it yet. Oh. Fair enough. Nope. That's backwards. I'm pretty sad. I wanted to go to the International this year, the Dota International, and they announced the ticket prices. They announced it would be $99 a day for playoffs. There's like 3 days of playoffs, which isn't that bad. It's not that bad of a price. And then they announced to see grand finals at the International, it would be like $799 for a 3-day pass. Like, you could only buy 3 days, and it would be like $700, $800 for all 3 days. And on top of that, the playoffs, the 99 per day option, sold out instantly. I tried buying playoff tickets within the first 10 minutes of it going live, and they were sold out. The only thing you could buy is the $700 finals tickets, which I chose not to do. Fucking crazy. To be fair, a lot of people show up to the International, so it is high demand. But still, fuck. That's not even accounting for what I would be paying for a flight, for travel expenses. It's just not worth it. And yeah, they're definitely getting scalped. They're doing it through Ticketmaster, so there's supposedly something to prevent scalping, but I don't believe it. The fact they sold out immediately makes me not believe that. I also just think it's kind of lame that getting tickets to any kind of public event or concert these days is minimum of $150. Like, if you want to see a band live and it's not an indie band, like $200 for a half decent seat. It's crazy. Apparently Dragon Con, which I did not attend this year, has a lifetime ticket. Dragon Con will let you buy a lifetime pass. Do you guys take some guesses in chat how much the lifetime pass costs for Dragon Con? I'll give you a hint. 4 digits. 1,000? Nope, too low. 3,000? That's on the money. I don't have the exact figure, but I think it's about 2,500. Maybe 3,000. And Dragon Con is usually like $150 per year. I did the math, and you would have to attend Dragon Con 25 years straight to get your value's worth out of that purchase. 25 years. Without a certainty that Dragon Con will even, like, exist in 25 years. Like, it probably will. I don't see a reason why it wouldn't. But also, holy fuck. Not counting inflation, I guess. So it would... yeah. 20 years at best. Dragon Con is the biggest convention in Atlanta. It's like Atlanta's Comic-Con. It's like 80,000 attendees at peak, but they've halved the amount of people that can go, so it was like 40 or 50,000 this year, I think. It's fun. It's a good convention. There's a lot of great stuff to see and get. There's also a lot of big lines to stand in. And I don't think it's worth $3,000. Because I think there is 100% going to be a year where you don't want to go. It becomes Las Vegas at night. Yeah. Does DragonCon do raves? Back when I would go to AWOCon, I would go to their raves on Saturday. Because I'm a pretty, like, shellish person. Like, I not super social. I don't, like, meet up with people casually. But I don't mind going to, like, a rave alone. Just getting shit-faced and dancing. But I never really went to DragonCon's nightlife. So I don't know what that's like. Probably just a lot of adult panels after 11. Empty Bailey is where I'm at. Ooh. Pastel. I like that green. Funk, I went up there Friday and Thursday to tour Georgia Tech and talked with some people there. I saw some remnants of the con. Damn, still. Yeah. Yeah, I'd have to imagine a lot of people stay partying the week after DragonCon. Yeah, I feel like when I first started going to conventions... Now, I should say, I'm someone who usually goes to conventions alone. I don't really have people I travel with. So when I was younger, conventions were awesome because I could just sit in on a bunch of random panels and learn about random stuff like creators and artists and, you know, fan meetups for anime talking about theories or whatever. But now that I've gotten kind of older, I don't know if it's that the panels are worse, but I only go to a few of them, and it's usually like the ones my friends host, because I know they'll be fun. But there's a lot of panels where they just kind of talk at you for an hour about something you already know about. And I find myself more and more at conventions not knowing what to do, because if you're not there with people, it's like... You're kind of just people watching. I have been wanting... If I did go to DragonCon this year, I think what I would have done is gone to the table room, like the tabletop room, and try to find like a D&D one-shot. I think that's where my energy would probably be. Ouch. I think the last convention I went to was DreamHack, and I met with some friends there, and we played Grotto Beasts. That card game Jerma put out. My friends managed to get a pack of it, so they taught me how to play Grotto Beasts. Fucking weird game. It's fun. There's a lot of, like, card comboing. But yeah, I like the tabletop room, generally. Any new vids coming? No, sorry. No vids. Never. No vids ever again. You didn't get the memo? Yeah, there's vids coming. I could not get the one I wanted out early September in time, so I'm hoping it'll be done in like 2 weeks. But I'm out of town for a few days, so I'm gonna lose a bit of work time this week. But hopefully new funk vid at the end of the month. Or near the end of the month. Would I say it was balanced? It felt balanced to me, but I was playing against someone who plays a lot more card games than me. So it was kind of a stacked deck, even if it was balanced. I need people to scream if I ever walk past this save point, because I am now acutely aware of how much redoing I am doing. Got raided. I just got raided by 53 people. Hi. I'm Hansy, the Talking Hands. Welcome to my stream. The joke. Please never call me Hansy. I could get into some trouble if that nickname sticks. My problem, you know, I have wanted to for a while go to like a Georgia convention and just announce I'm there so people that are in Georgia or at the convention can like meet up and just talk. But I feel like I always wuss out. To be fair, like the last few years I couldn't really do it anyways, but I think we're getting to a point where like the next convention I go to, I'll probably let people know I'm there. Game saved. I would never like host a panel or anything though. Not unless I could like do production value for it. Don't do it through Twitter. I hate to tell you, buddy, it's gonna have to be through social media. I mean, it'll probably be through Instagram too if that makes you feel better. I'm back to the pretty pastel. The dragon scale world. I still maintain that Atlanta, really Georgia in general, is a pretty good in-between of your more busy cities, like New York or Austin or something. But it feels a bit more rural, feels a bit more grasslandy. I'm not crazy about a lot of big cities where it is a literal stone ocean of concrete and like even the parks are totally man-made and fabricated and it just doesn't feel normal, right? Doesn't feel organic. But Atlanta, it's kind of built off of one of the benefits of its shitty infrastructure, of its terrible roads, is that they preserved a lot of pretty natural land. So there's a lot of really nice parks and trails you can go to. And if you leave Atlanta, like if you get even 30 minutes outside of Atlanta, you're pretty much driving around grassland. It's more grass than it is road most of the time. Which I really value in a city. I don't know if it's because I have a funny brain or because I'm on the computer all day, but when I go outside, I want to feel like a human. What's the word? What's the word for like a diet where you like eat like a caveman? Like a paleo diet. I like a paleo lifestyle where I go outside and I see trees, which I don't feel like you get if you're in New York. Not to diss it. The one thing I'm having trouble with is I've been wanting to find like local music in Atlanta, like indie bands, like just I've been to a couple shows where it's just very small artists and like, I don't know what they're called, but the kind of place people would do like snap poetry, like very small venues. And it's hard to find those. You have to like find a super niche group on Facebook or like meetup app. You have to go out of your way. If it's not on a college campus, you can't really find a lot of localities super easily. Seems like you would like solar punk aesthetics. This is the first time I've heard of solar punk, but the word does make me sound interested, yeah. I don't like techno dystopias. I like green. Athens has a uber indie culture. I've been to Athens once for a stand-up show, and it was like a pretty small theater. So I kind of see that. When I went to Athens, I went to like see the stand-up set with my cousin, and we ended up going to a gaming bar. It was like a bar, but they had Smash Bros set up on a couch and a bunch of what is it? Arcade boxes. And it was actually pretty fun. I just ended up playing Smash against a bunch of randos. It was the fun kind of Smash where I felt like I had to gimp myself so I wasn't that asshole tryharding, but I also had to try. It's like if I wasn't on my main. So I could see Athens being a pretty good spot for just local vibes. Yeah, I'm not winning that fight. Solar punk is basically the opposite of a cyberpunk view of the future. I love it already. My other complaint about Atlanta is that we have I'm not gonna complain that we have a train, but our train is like not even half of what it should be. Like it only runs through the core of Atlanta, and I don't live in Atlanta. I live on I live beyond the outskirts of it, we'll say. And the trains that go like east and west and north and south, they're basically like it ends like 30 minutes beyond where I live. So the train is useful if you have a hotel in Atlanta and you want to get around, because a lot of the interesting stuff is built nearby our train stations. But it's just so not extensive. And the weird thing is, they like rebuilt the MARTA at some point. So there's an old train station. So even though they rebuilt our trains, they don't go far enough. They're only really useful if you live in the heart of Atlanta or you're a tourist. And even then, it's not as useful as it should be. Does the MARTA go further north than like Buckhead? I think the northmost station is like North Springs. I don't even think it reaches Sandy Springs. It's not good. And you got to keep in mind, like, Georgia is a very tall state. Like, there is a lot of land above and below Atlanta. Now, to be fair, not a lot of people live, like, between Atlanta and Florida. There's a lot of no man's land. But I don't know, if you go towards the Carolinas, there's a lot of life. And no train. Oh. I still feel like I'm not doing the kickback right, but I made it. I don't know how south the Marta goes, but yeah, that's my other complaint about the city. That and our voting precincts are really dumb, but it's beside the point. I'm not trying to get political. I will say, Trump got, what is it? His mugshot happened like 30 minutes, 40 minutes away from where I live. And I was half tempted to drive to the jail just to see like how many people were crowded outside that mugshot. I didn't end up doing it because it just sounded like not a fun time. But yeah, politically, Georgia has its, we'll say, faults, its flaws. Some of our politicians aren't known for saying no to under-the-table deals. Not to be political, but solar punk is the best outcome. I don't know. I think nuclear energy would have been worth it. You would think from like a logical perspective, like if you're just looking at, I don't know, energy is the idea that humans like could get all of their energy from the sun, but we just never really knew how to do it. It makes total sense of like, why wouldn't we use the giant ball of energy right outside of our planet? Like, it is a very appealing form of energy narratively. Because every other form of energy, it's sort of like a stretch. It's like nuclear. You invented a whole new type of energy, just like fossil fuels. It's like, what? But just energy from the sun. Yeah, I guess cyberpunk is the best outcome. I'm not talking about which is the best energy in terms of like consumption or how much you get. I'm speaking purely from like a narrative standpoint. Like, yeah, we should be getting our energy from the ball of energy. We shouldn't be like turning things that aren't energy into energy. Just use the thing that's energy. There's like a bubble here, but nowhere to go with it. Why does it matter? All you do is boil water? It's not all you do. You boil water and then the water becomes green lava, and then that's why it's nuclear. No, you boil the water, and then the boiled water is used to... Yeah. I feel like I missed an upgrade. Because I'm seeing a lot of unreachables. Okay, one more sweep, then I'm going back. I have to go from that bubble to... From that bubble to that bubble. And there's not a bubble right here, which is fucking crazy. Nuh-uh. Not doing it. come back. If you like the hand gimmick, I have some more stuff in the works for it. But gotta work with Kat to get it made. By the way, if you're really so curious, the person that I'm working with to make the hand gimmick, their name is Kat, and I put their like portfolio under my stream. They gave me permission to credit them. I made the original version, but I don't know how to fucking use Unity, so thankfully they can do all of that for me. Anyways, I got some more stuff in the works for it, but for the time being, it's gonna point. Yeah, dude, I don't know. I don't have the wall run. Yeah. That is true. You don't have to rub it in. Nuclear is pretty good and safer for the environment than accidentally mining and letting it sit. Yeah, well, nuclear is across the board a green form of energy, a greener form, but 2 plants blow up and suddenly no one wants to give it a second try. It's, as far as I'm aware, basically what happened. A couple of nuclear plants were poorly ran, and now public perception of it is not great. There's also a whole fossil industry that doesn't want alternative energies to be adapted, but that's a whole other can of worms. There were like a dozen safety protocols that were breached for any nuclear plant that blew up to blow up. Like, you have to ignore a lot of stuff for it to occur. Go back. That's like the starting area. He's just gonna say the same shit about his furniture. The crystals are pretty nice. It's almost like they're a save point. Bah! That's what he said. Verbatim. Okay, I am actually going to the start of the game now. Can I just say that my perception of, like, the food mushrooms was totally off? I was someone that would, like, never eat food if it had, like, I don't know what the normal mushroom is, like the brown one, but I always avoided them. And then the other day at the store, I saw they had dried mushrooms with, like, some sea salt on it. Portobello. Yeah, sure. Portobello mushrooms. And I went, fuck it. It's probably a comparatively healthy snack. I'll try it. If I don't like it, I just won't finish it. They're fucking great. They're like somehow both sweet, but they're not sweet, but they are salty. Like, I understand what umami means now. Like a very unique flavor. Good. Portobios are so fucking bland. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna act like the sea salt wasn't doing some work for that snack, but still. I would previously never be caught dead eating mushrooms, and that changed my mind. I'm more open to them now. Yeah, I fucked up. I fucked up and dropped somewhere I wasn't supposed to. And I'm paying for it. I'm gonna go back to that checkpoint if I can find it. That's where I dropped from, up there. Good enough. How do you get past non-dried shrooms being Garbo? That is a challenge that I will have to face soon, the next time I eat them. I will say it's not like raw mushrooms, but I think I was at Trader Joe's and they just have this umami seasoning, which is like a mushroom in powder form that you can put on other foods, and it's alright. Definitely provides umami texture, flavor. I can track down exactly what day of my life made me not like portobello mushrooms, and looking back, it's a terrible excuse to never eat them. I was at like on vacation and I needed to Uber somewhere, but I was gonna eat lunch before I went there. So I went to Burger King and they had like a mushroom burger. I ate that, got into the back of an Uber, and then drove for 20 minutes digesting a shitty fucking fast food mushroom burger while getting car sick. And after that, I like wanted to vomit. It was like the worst I've ever felt after eating food. And my conclusion was, oh, it's the mushroom. It's clearly the mushroom that's making me sick, and not the fucking fast food Uber ride. So, in hindsight, I didn't give it a fair shot. It's bello, not bio. I'm sorry, how Italian are you? Are mushrooms an Italian food? I hope they are, because otherwise I sound kind of dumb. It sounds like an Italian word. Why did I think ordering a mushroom burger would be a good idea? I thought... I didn't think is the real answer if you want it, but I thought, hey, when in Rome, like, I can either get the, you know, a boring Whopper, or I could get a fancy, different food. And I chose wrong. Mushrooms are a fungus food. Yeah. Technically, mushrooms are closer to animals than they are plants. That's a fun fact you haven't heard 30 times in your life. I'm definitely kind of a texture eater though, which I think is why the meatiness of a mushroom is hard to stomach. Whereas when you dry it, I'll eat anything if it's dried. I'll eat like dried pig cock if it comes cut up in a plastic bag and fried and dried. I think that's what pork rinds are, now that I think about it. Yeah, it's clear I have to go find the wall run or double jump or whatever. The question is where? Sorry, I'm just drinking my 6 o'clock coffee because I'm an addict. I'm not you know what? In my defense, I poured this coffee for myself like 5 hours ago and I just never drank it. So it's technically my first coffee of the day. Rinds are just skin with super hot oil poured on it. You know, I use that example, but I don't even really like pork rinds. I'm one of those weirdos who eats meat substitutes not because of ethical concerns, but because I don't like the texture of meat. Like, I like the taste. Love the fucking taste of a good burrito. Good burger. I just don't like the mouthfeel. I'll eat it if I have no other options, but like, only really then. That's what the veggies are for, aiding in mouthfeel. It's such a way to look at burgers. All the veggies are there, not because of nutritional value, but because it feels weird in my mouth. I need lettuce in a 3-inch thick tomato just to gulp down this fucking cowhide. I think adulthood is learning that tomatoes are good. They are like a top-tier delicacy. They are just ruined when you make them too thick. That was where, like, I really felt like an adult. Like a fast food Burger King burger where half of it's a fucking tomato tastes like shit. Because of course it would. Diced tomatoes? Yeah, but diced tomatoes on a burger isn't that feasible. The entire appeal of a burger is that it won't fall apart and drip on you. When you dice the tomatoes, that's a whole variable. Just, diced tomatoes are great for like a taco or a wrap. Tomatoes are the best plant-based anything. Are potatoes a plant? Because you plant them, so wouldn't that make them a plant? Is that door open? Yeah, this was the whatever, the collectible. Yes, Funk, they're a plant product. Okay, well then you're wrong, because plant potatoes are like the foundation of human society. Like, potatoes are the reason we became hunters, gatherers, and farmers, and not just hunters and gatherers. Because you could basically make a potato grow anywhere. Whereas shit like tomatoes is a bit more, you gotta meet the right conditions to make it work. I got some tomatoes planted. And, it definitely takes some upkeep. We didn't have potatoes in Europe until the 1500s, you dunce. Yeah, but that's Europe. I'm talking about countries that matter. Are you saying that Europe had tomatoes? Did Europe have tomatoes before potatoes? If so, then my condolences. They got them at the same time? Okay, well then it still doesn't fucking matter. Because I'm not talking about Europe was way later in the history of humanity than the importance of potatoes. Probably. I don't actually know. I'm speaking out of my potato on that one. I don't know for sure. Probably should not have fallen. Oh well. I was implying that potatoes were one of the earliest, I don't know, products we farmed, but I guess that would be wheat. I guess potatoes probably came later. The Irishman in me might also be exaggerating the importance of potatoes, the more I think about it. Either way, if we're looking at like the raw history of plants and deciding what the most important one is, I guess wheats would be the most important, huh? But I would argue potato goes above tomato. That's all. That's the point I'm getting at. Like in a tier list, potato is above tomato. Not in flavor, but in, like, value. In agricultural value. Also in flavor? That's a different debate. I don't want to get into that, because I do think tomatoes taste better than potatoes, but they also are like very different foods. Because you can survive off of a potato alone and not have too many complaints. But if you had to live off solely tomatoes, you would start hating your life after the fourth sundry. No idea if this is a new door, but I'm desperate. It looks new. That's the good thing about potatoes. You can turn potatoes alone into like 70 other foods that are very distinct. Like assuming you're allowed to also include salt and basic seasonings, you can have like a baked potato, a potato chip, a French fry. I don't know if a tater tot would count as that different, but like I would count a hash brown as a pretty distinct type of potato product. Huh. Whereas if you asked me to make just a food out of a tomato, if you just handed me a tomato and said make a food out of this, what the fuck would you do? If there's one chef in chat, tell me one food you can make out of just a tomato and like maybe salt. And don't say ketchup. Mashed potato, also a valid entry. Also, thank you, Swift Shot. Oh, thank you for the gifteds. Someone asked me earlier if I would bring back like sub notifications. I usually keep them off just in case I ever want to use footage of a stream in a video. I want to minimize screen clutter. I mean, I'm not against it, but I like avoiding screen clutter when I stream. I only really have the chat up there for the sake of visualizing what I see in real time. So people like know when I can see a message. But thank you, Swift. Back to the discussion. Tomato soup. Fuck! God, fuck! You're right. I'm actually mad that I didn't think of that. I actually love tomato soup. With like a bit of the cream, whatever it is. Tomato soup is shit? Not with a piece of garlic bread, it's not. Oh my god. That shit is legendary. But still, tomato salad is not an answer, because that involves having a salad. I'm speaking you only get the food in question, which is a tomato. So, tomato soup is the one answer that I got in my chat. The one answer is tomato soup. I mean, what's that rich people food? They like made it in Ratatouille. What's that food they made in Ratatouille where they chopped up a bunch of little like cherry tomatoes? Whatever that is, you could make that, I guess. Ratatouille? No, the name of the food. The name of like the tomato sliced. The name... Wait, the name of the food is Ratatouille? I thought that was his name. What? I have to like I have to look this up. Is it spelled the same? Oh my god, it's fucking spelled the same. I can't believe that. It's like the top result. That's insane. How? I'm 26. And I never knew the food is called Ratatouille. Well, I guess there's two answers to what food tomato can make, and one of them's a rat. That's crazy. What did I think it was called? I don't know. I thought it was called, like, tomato slice allongé. Thought it was just like tomato with some weird French word at the end. Grilled tomato. Okay, that's still only two answers, and potato has like 9 without even thinking. So, yeah, you can make a few things with tomatoes, but I still maintain that a potato is far... You're gonna get way more miles per gallon in terms of flavor. Or at least texture. Does pasta sauce count? Not really. Because that's kind of just tomato soup. That's just tomato soup with a different viscosity. I will say I made some gnocchi with vodka sauce last night, and it hit pretty hard. So I will add a little addendum that different types of pasta sauces can give you very different results. You're never gonna guess where I got the idea to try vodka sauce from. I was playing Overwatch, and like the DPS on my team just randomly started talking about vodka sauce. He's like, dude, I fucking love vodka sauce. Oh my god, I could put this shit on everything. And I was just listening to him like, I should go buy some vodka sauce. And I did. And you know what? He was right. It's a little creamier. It's not as like, it's not as deep of a flavor as like a standard marinara or whatever. I like truffle arrabbiata. It's sort of like a spicy tomato sauce. But vodka sauce, pretty good. A little cheesy. Pretty good. Vodka is potato? I guess that's true, isn't it? You could technically make a potato. You could make vodka with a potato. It's gotta like distill it or whatever. Oh, I can't wait till I get another movement ability. I'm feeling so limited. Who would be like the third best plant? Or the third best vegetable? Behind potato and tomato. It's a fruit, just... Yeah, I know. But in this discussion, it's a vegetable. Corn? Onion is not the third best. I'm sorry, it's not. Onion is one of those foods where if you have even a little too much of it, it ruins the whole meal for me. Which I guess tomato is kind of like that too, but it's different because tomato well, no, not that different, honestly. Garlic? Yeah, I like garlic as an answer. That is a pretty good runner-up for best fruit. Or best veggie, not fruit. I don't hate onions. I like onions, just not in excess. There are a lot of vegetables I can eat in excess, and it doesn't sour the meal for me. Garlic is not one of them. Garlic doesn't really have an upper limit. There's definitely a point where you regret how much garlic you've used. But there's never a point where you regret using garlic. Do I remove onions from my burger? No, I'm not 16 with an undeveloped flavor palette. I just order the burger without an onion like an adult. Can't jump that. Every time I feel like I've found a new progression point, nothing. Like at this point, I would even take just I would take a crazy taxi arrow that just spins and tells me where to go. And I can't point forward because my tracker doesn't see my finger. Okay, it wasn't even a good gimmick anyways. I'm giving up on the joke. Didn't Sega, like, patent that? Didn't Sega, like, patent the idea of having an arrow point you when you're in a vehicle in a game? How fucked up is that? I hope that patent expired. The dancing sword. I feel like I need to find more drop spots, but there's only been like 2 since I unlocked the ability. To be fair, it's more of a movement mechanic than it is an HM move, but still. You figure it would open up new routes more often. Or rather, it would be more obvious where it's applicable, I guess. I think it might be this direction. I do have a key, but I don't know where a door is. So I could probably go up there, run across, then hop down. Then I could walk across here. Somehow get over here. Boop. Definitely already walked this way, but whatever. Oh no, I couldn't make it up there because of this shit. Well, there's a block under here. Oh. That's such a weird place to put that. I mean, yeah. I forgot how to do it. Jump while sliding. Okay. Yeah, I guess that's my bad. I saw that crack a few times, but I didn't think anything of it. This will open up some opportunities. I heard someone say in chat earlier that World of Horror is getting a full release, and I forgot to follow up on that. Are they adding new content to the full release? Or is it just leaving early access? Because I love that game, but I was waiting for... I don't know what I was waiting for. I was kind of hoping they would add more mysteries to cycle through, since it seemed like you always get the same 6 or 7. Either way, with October coming up, if you're looking for a good horror type game, I'd still say World of Horror is high on my list of recommendations. You can cancel a slam with a jump to do a backflip. Holy shit. Can I get 10 seconds to collect the brain cells to understand that? I can cancel a slam with a jump. What? A slam? You mean a plunge? Like I can cancel that? Hmm. Okay. I'm digging it. I feel fast. Too fast! Too fast! Good news, gang. I'm progressing. Emphasis on the news part. I'm gonna regret this. Oh, God, this is fun. I don't know if you can even make out visually what's happening. Like, it's very readable to me, but I also am inputting the commands. Either way. I wonder if there's like a shortcut. Yeah. Alright, now we're spanking. Now we're talking. I'm a healthy goat. I don't know if I really see a doable jump over here. Please reward my smartness. Oh no. Yes. No, I've already been here. Fuck. Where have I not been in this game? I can jump the bridge gap now. That is true. Pretty good direction to be moving. I can find my way back up. Gonna be tricky. I have good news and bad news. It's both. I have played so much Deep Rock Galactic that I promoted all my dwarves twice, and I now no longer really have anything to unlock in the game other than cosmetics. Which is good news because I now have less of an excuse to finish editing my video because I don't get sidetracked gaming. The bad news is I don't get to play as much Deep Rock Galactic, which is a damn shame. A tower holding the essence of the princess, never to be seen again. But with the 3 powers of the sun, one can find their own path. So says the gravestone. Something big is gonna happen tomorrow. Something big happened yesterday. Well, 2 big things happened yesterday. Tomorrow? First I've heard of that. I guess 3, yeah, you know what? I guess 3 things, technically. 4 if you count that plane, but I don't know, that wasn't as big. maybe for a couple families it was. Maybe not the most intuitive jump course. Where are the hands? If at any point you don't know where the hands are, just assume they're below the camera. They're just right here. They're always here. It's not like my hands disappear. I love I love that people still lose their shit every time they see the hands. Like they forget they were ever there. Ooh, 3. It's got the blue things, which means I'm supposed to go there. But it's too high. And my dashy dash does not help me here. Yeah, feels like a dead end for now. I'm guessing there's another thing I need to come back with. Try doing left trigger A mid-air? What do you mean? I just plunge back down. The 3 powers of the sun. I have... Okay, I'm guessing there's a 3rd sun ability to unlock. That's the only thing that would really make sense to me. Can I even make it back? Yeah, looks like I'm back to exploring. I do think I might be able to reach a couple of items that I saw previously. Yeah, like that one. It's funny because it feels like such an unintentional way to get the item, but it's clearly an expected way to do it. Like just jumping from a really high place. Fire all 5 to open the great door. Okay. Yeah, it's backtrack time. It's run everywhere until I see a slide jumpable spot. Ah! Ha! Go get it! Wait, what's even the point of this area then? It's like a different pathway to that side. Oh. Oh, I thought... I thought the hands were gonna catch something I was doing. They didn't. Whew. Not that I was doing anything weird with my hands. So that is what I'm wondering if I can maybe get now. No. And I still can't do that. Different ability. Man, this is more of a scavenger hunt than it is a Metroidvania. I don't even feel like there's a whole lot of combat going on. Which, in one... I've said, like, on one hand 30 times in the stream. I guess it's nice to not have to refight the same enemy every time I enter a room. But it also makes it feel a little barren. It feels like it wants to be a combat adjacent game. Nope. Nope. I'm just kidding with you. I would never do that. Ugh, this feels like a wall run segment. Oh, maybe not. I think it's doable. By the right gamer. If someone joins the stream and thinks the hand is part of the game, then I have succeeded in my Twitch niche gag. Not all of them are easy. The gags, not the jumps. Waiting for the full model reveal? Ooh, buddy, do I have the YouTube channel for you? Okay. Kick wall first, then worry about the bubble. How? Yeah, I still don't intend to do a VTuber model, but I will admit that the technology is getting better, and you can definitely make some pretty high fidelity ones. Especially if you're working with 3D models. I don't know if that's what I want to do, though. Oops. Wait, this seems familiar. Might be another circle back area. I just feel like the more you do VTube stuff, the more... I don't... When I do, like, YouTube videos, I don't mind kind of playing it up as a character. I don't mind being FUNKe the bomb-headed gamer who cracks Weezer jokes. But when I'm streaming, I don't like having too many walls of disillusionment of playing a character. And I feel like when you have a whole VTuber setup, you're not... Your streaming is more of the character you want people to see than you are just you. Which is why I just do the hands, because I think it's funny. But you don't always have to have a face in your head when you see it. On Spotify, I recently learned they have a thing called AI DJ. It's really just a glorified playlist that Spotify makes, but every few songs it interrupts you with an AI voice that's like, "What's up, man? Next up, we're gonna listen to a couple of hits that you loved back in 2021. It's not good. But I kind of realized how stagnant my taste was when it was like, these are the jams you've been getting down with this year. We're starting it off with some Feed Me Jack. And then it'd be like 3 songs later, it's like, alright, we're gonna switch it up and go to some bands that you spent some time with in 2019. Next up is some Feed Me Jack. And after 3 different categories where it was mostly the same exact music, I decided this probably isn't helping. I can just put on my actual albums I like. It did give me 1 or 2 bands that I went back and saved the album for. I will give it that credit. But it's also just a glorified playlist. If you want to find new music, it's just better to find random fucking playlists. I don't know where to go. I don't know if it's obvious. I don't know where to fucking go. Evil game design. FUNKe, what the shit is this? Well, 1, language. 2, it's Pseudoregalia, 3D Metroidvania, featuring my hands occasionally. I have 2 door keys, which I assume is really where my attention should be. Back in the Lustless Library. I don't know where these key doors are. I feel like I might have left one somewhere in here. So I'm gonna do a quick sweep. And probably be wrong. But it should be quick because of all the new abilities. Nah. No doors. I really appreciate how a lot of the jumps are designed with multiple types of movement in mind. So even if you're retreading areas, you can kind of traverse them differently and faster. I like how the game is like a video game and not like a movie. Okay, no locked doors. Wonderful. I wonder if I can make this jump now. It's not impossible. Yay. That wasn't a nose pick, that was scratching my chin. Now how do I get out? The camera is sleepy. Keeps closing its eyes. Don't mind me, just testing something. Oh, you know what? I might be able to do whatever that was. I don't remember if I ever figured that out. I think I did, because I remember, like, going up the wrong way. Can I just say I feel like it's been too good of a year for video games, and now I feel like there's too many things that I should play, but I can only really finish like one game a month. I feel like we're done with good, like I don't want new good games this year. Save them for January so I can fucking catch up first. I still need to play Baldur's Gate. Haven't even finished fucking Elden Ring for just frame of reference of where I am. It's not a bad problem. Like, I love... I don't... See, I wasn't really a... I don't... Nobody... I hope no one thinks of me as a fake by saying this, but I wasn't really a gamer in 2007. I was 10, and Skyrim hadn't even come out. But I feel like this year might contend with at least like 2011 in terms of like being one of the best years for games. Maybe not 2007. 2007 was pretty stacked. But 2011 or 2016, which are other years I hear had a lot of really good releases, it feels like we're in that kind of era. You can call me fake all you want, but I will not be denied my... I will not be denied my right to game. I will not be denied my birthright. I was a late bloomer, okay? I was a late gamer. Oh wow, I already... I got 3 of those in a row really quickly, without even really looking for it. But that works out. Might not get my ass whooped by the next boss now. If I ever find it. Okay. Explored all of these directions already. Yeah. I changed my mind. I don't want to go here. I feel like I don't need to go up there, but it seems counterintuitive to not check everywhere in a room before leaving it, because I don't want to ignore it and then find out this is where I'm supposed to be. The kick is automatic, by the way. It's not me, like, mashing it. She just won't grab it for whatever reason. Yeah, knew it. There's nothing up here. The good thing is, doesn't take super long to actually cross a room, seems like. A lot of backtracking, but the backtracking feels fast. Nope, still can't do that. Then what do you want from me? You're not worth the bullet. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna hug the right wall for a little bit. Immediately stopped the plan I said I would do. But in my defense, I skipped a door. I wish you would hug me. Okay. Kind of looks like I'm groping you. Sorry, that wasn't... Please don't report me. It was supposed to be a hug. This was a mistake. Have you ever tried to hug a piece of paper? Flat object isn't easy to hug. I know it sounds like I'm calling you flat now. I'm sorry. I've dug a grave. I'm just gonna keep digging. It was supposed to be a hug. You know what they say, never meet your heroes. Feels so weird to like find shortcuts that I was supposed to find 2 hours ago. So it's like pointless. The way to progress is probably across that bridge. What bridge? The way to progress is in this room, the black hole room, but I don't have the ability yet to do that room. And I know this just goes back to like the tutorial. Oh wait, no, this is a whole different thing. Maybe it's worth going back. No, because I already looked around here and found nothing. What am I cooking with my YouTube? I have a few more non-gaming videos that I be cooking. It's really what I would like to do is sort of have like every other video be sort of like a funk study gaming kind of thing, and then every other video around that be something a bit more like weird. Talking about like music or rabbit holes I fall down. Veggie tier list. I really want to make more stuff like the concept album video. I don't like talking about it a lot on stream because I know I just say the same thing without having a new video out. So it's sort of hot air spewing out of my lips. But I do like... I enjoyed making that one. And I want to talk more about music. The thing is, I don't... With my videos, I don't like talking about stuff unless I feel like I have a reasonable understanding of it, because I don't like talking about music and then just saying a bunch of shit that's clearly like not true or uneducated. So I tend to take my time on writing those out and triple checking everything I say to make sure it's at least vaguely true. But yeah, there's more of that in the pipeline. Like recently, I've talked about wanting to get a Marshall stack amp because I need a new amp. I want something loud, clean, heavy in the mid-tones. So I've been practicing with digital amps. And when I first started practicing guitar, I didn't know how to fucking use a digital amp. So I would just like peak all the knobs to 10 and then not know why there's so much fucking feedback in it. But I finally kind of know how to dial a tone in. Like cut out all the bass. What is it? Shelf the highs. I know how to kind of make the instruments not fight each other. So I've been doing a lot of practicing that. Learning how to make those big, punchy jazz rock guitars. And it is crazy. It's shocking how close you can get to an actual amp tone off a digital one. It's not exactly the same because you can't... It's hard to control the, like, sort of the mic placement. You don't get the reverb of the room naturally, so you have to recreate it. Oh, we're back here. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I'm back to being lost. Kinda just hoping I stumble into something. I don't feel like I've gotten up there. Up there. But none of my abilities get me that high. There's not a locked door. Gets me up there. I don't think every Metroidvania needs a map per se. I think there are ways to design these games so that a player doesn't need their handheld, but I don't know if this game does that clearly enough to get away with it. Like, without a map, without any frame of reference for what has and hasn't been explored, it's really difficult to find organically. Because there's a lot of, like, jumps that you just have to have a certain ability, and if you don't have them, you don't register that as a place you can go. I mean, I would settle for just a big shining light. Just pull a Halo. Just have a big fucking blinking light on where I'm supposed to go. I would take that. I mean, I'd rather have a map, but anything is preferable to blind guessing. Because my only guess is I can maybe wall run up there somehow. Or maybe I get up there and then jump. I don't know. Across the bridge. You know, honestly, it's been so long I've forgotten what's even on the other side of it. No, this is the place where I need the 3 sun powers. Unless solar wind counts as one. I guess solar is sun. Thought it was being much more literal. Okay. Let's pretend that I'm a stupid gamer that can only interact with the things I immediately recognize. I'll walk here, okay? What's the most, like, go here thing? That. Alright. I'm gonna go over here. Now what's the next, like, obvious thing? Probably that. I don't see anything over here. Right? But probably that. So maybe I jump there, kick off, go there. Ignore that. Pillar. What, this? It does look different, but... No. I'm gonna be mad if this actually is the obvious way and I've just... Somehow... I have a smaller brain than the average gamer and I have to imitate one to even do this. Kick that. 1, 2, 3. Can't make that. Okay. Right? Because there's like light here. Which... It doesn't work if I hit that one first. But everything here implies that I go there. Okay, how about... No. Can I... Anyone paying attention, can you at least agree this seems like the most obvious thing to do? Like, there's not a more obvious route that I'm just ignoring. And the thing is, when I kick from there, I go to the edge of the pillar. Check. Yeah, I know. I looked around and there's not like a closer thing to hop off of. Maybe? No, because I end up lower if I do this. I might just be better off trying this. 2. 1, 2, 3. Oh my god. Then why is the pillar there? Okay, fair enough. Fair enough, game. Bit of a red herring. I don't think the game is wrong for that, but I do think when you walk here, the first thing you notice is that, and not that. But I guess that's the point. I guess you're supposed to run over there. Oops. I can see, like, yeah, blue. It's supposed to be over here. I think my issue is just I don't have a good internal gauge of how high I can jump. That might be a me problem. Okay. Easy climbings from here. I promise it wasn't on purpose. Even if the comedic potential is ideal, you have to understand the inconvenience of that outweighs the making myself laugh part. I think there's like, yeah, there's a little hole. that I thought I would make it past. Alright, I'm in Peach's castle. Oh, I threw my I never got I never got back my sword. What do I do? I kind of assumed when I jumped off the sword would come back. Is the don't tell me the sword's still on the fucking bridge. Oh my god. I don't even know where it is. Oh my fucking god. Might as well get used to these jumps, right? I'm sure I'll be doing it 10 more times. What are we on? 3 now? 4? 5. Half the amount. Okay. It's close. There is a lever down there, so not one way. Have I tried the super jump yet? Nope. The super jump? Different from a normal jump? The more benign the hand jokes get, the more you can tell I'm running out of ideas. When it's just interacting with normal objects. Oh, cool. The shortcut to a room with nothing in it. Funk, did you ever pet the goat? Now I have. Yeah, that looks important. Worth a try. I see a little cage, like a doorway that I gotta open over there. So, probably gotta get up there, go down through there, and then I'll be there. Do that. Gonna be up here. Be up there. I gotta do this. No pants? No, they're yoga pants. They just look like they're huge fucking furry thighs. It's a optical illusion. I misread the situation, but I did still get over here. Right trigger while falling along walls to ride them. Oh. Now the game begins. I can't think of like a hand joke.
No.
I was gonna like spin the basketball, but it's her running on the wall. It doesn't work. That's really good though. Wow, that's actually a really mobile mechanic. That's a lot. This is good. This is one of those scenarios where you instantly know all the things you can now do. It's not really a run, it is a slide. It almost seems like you can do it infinitely. Oh no, I think it's like a 3 rule. 3, yeah, 4? Huh? I don't know. It's pretty lenient. I feel like there's some crazy movement mechanic where you can kick off your sword and then still grab it. Probably can't grab it, but... Maybe it's just like a combat move. If you throw it while sliding, you outpace it. Okay, that's it. That's cool enough. You just super jumped? Is it like... Is that what you do? You okay. You kick off of it and get a bit more distance. I don't know, is that really a super... Kind of just feels like I stop where I am. Oh, I did something else. Think Super Mario backflip. That? I don't know. I'll take your word for it. Nope. Think about the Super Mario backflip. That doesn't really help. The Super Mario backflip? Isn't that literally you just pull back as you jump? I don't even really... Oh, okay. Left trigger, then A mid-air. Not quite. Most of these areas make more sense now that I have all of this. I'm willing to sit here and learn a super jump. I have to wade through 3 different explanations of what it is. Mario 64 side hop out of the dash. The side? What? That? That felt like a different jump. Right as you land, flick back and jump. Do you mean as I first start sliding or as I land after sliding? Because there's 3 different potential scenarios where I touch the ground in a slide. That seemed super. That seemed really super. That also seemed super. That didn't. But it does seem like I get it now. Okay. So it is kind of a timing thing. I did it like 5 times in a row. I proved I can do it. One more for me to graduate from Super Jump School. Hey, okay. I guess I can work with that. I don't know if that's gonna help me here. It's good to know. I think I might be able to also just run around it on the other side, but I'm gonna try this first. Nah. From there to there seems feasible to me. Find out. For the TF2 reload animation reward point, can we pick the weapon? Yeah, you can. That's like the whole point of that channel points thing. How do I fuck it up? And there's not really a shortcut to up there. I gotta run through all of this. Oh, there might be. I guess that's kind of a shortcut. Stop it. Oops. I did it again. Okay, my plan is to hop across this. Because why else would this whole walkway exist? Simple. It's simple. Don't overthink it. Just... Good news. It is 100% doable. I consider that a win. This is the scientific... This is PEMDAS. I just proved the hypothesis. Well, I didn't prove it, but I tested it. One more. Maybe like a different wall kick. Start on the right. There's probably a dedicated way to grab ledge and not kick off. God, if I don't know what it is. This took you 6 tries? Well, I'm on number 4, I think, so... That must mean I'm close. Not jumping? That might be it. Number 6. This is the lucky number 6. Did it again. So how many fan arts do you think there are of this character? Like, if you had to put a number on it, it's probably like probably like 300 fan arts. It wasn't number 6. I can tell you that much. It's gonna be a 10th 7. Lucky 7. A lot of guesses, all around like 300 to 400. That's fair. I'm trying to gauge like how popular the game is, and then deduce how many gamers are degenerates. So however many Steam reviews is probably however fan art. Hey. You going up there, okay? Up there. I didn't even kick. Fun. I forgot to do the plunge jump first. Okay. You can't see it, but I'm like slapping my hands and rubbing them. I bet you if I got a second hand tracker, I could show both of them without one disappearing from being covered. I learned that I bought this hand tracker and then like a month later they released a version 2 of it. And I don't know if they're trying to fuck with me as their only customer. But they're like, twice as good as the original. Twice as many sensors. Yeah, I did it. Let me get a snap of applause here. Gained an aspect of empathy. Bonus power from attacks. That's it? I thought I was gonna, like, progress the story. It didn't progress anything. Aww. You know what I should add as a channel point? I should just add a play rock, paper, scissors with the streamer. Like for 1,000 channel points, I'll count to 4 and then play rock, paper, scissors with you. Are there emojis for rock? There has to be an emoji for like paper and scissors, right? Like there's the fist one and then there's the hand one. Is there like a peace sign emoji? Who wants to play rock, paper, scissors? I need to workshop this concept. I'm picking one person, that way it's not gonna work if I'm playing with everybody. Deft. All right, you and me, deft whistle. All right, I'm gonna first. We're gonna test the timing on the stream. I'm gonna put up fingers. Tell me the number instantly, as soon as you see it. Ready? About 3.5 seconds. Okay. Deft. I'm gonna count to 3.5, and then you're gonna post rock, paper, or scissors in chat, and we're gonna see who won. Ready? It can be an emoji, it can be text, I don't care. Which, that actually works out, because 3 seconds, rock, paper, scissors, shoot. So, I'm just gonna go rock, paper, scissors, shoot. And you're gonna post deft, alright? Ready? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot! You fucking cheater. What the fuck is... You posted a not working character symbol. Deft, what the fuck is that? You can't play square. Square is not a valid throw. It was a rock emoji. Sure it was. But you posted a fucking gun emoji, but it didn't work because they got rid of that emoji. You want to try that again? Here's someone else who wants to play rock, paper, scissors with the streamer. Wally, okay? I'm gonna count to 3.5 and we're gonna rock, paper, scissors. Ready? Just when I say go, type. Rock, Mississippi. Paper, Mississippi. Scissors, Mississippi. Shoot. Go. Ooh, we have a match. They threw scissors. That means we got to play again. It's only fair. All right, round 2, Wally. I'm gonna call it. Be ready. Rock, Mississippi. Paper, Mississippi. Scissors, Mississippi. Go. I won. He threw paper. They threw paper. I threw scissors. Better luck next time. You can best 2 out of 3 if you want to challenge it. Otherwise, I win. Well, technically, no. That's just a win because the first was a draw. I guess I win. Thank you for helping me workshop this. I have decided that it's worth being a channel points redemption. And I'll add it after this stream. You have bigger hands. Well, you know what they say about having big hands. Big gamer score. Really good at playing the bass. Those thicker strings aren't an issue. Alright, I got sidetracked playing rock, paper, scissors, and I now need to go progress again. Oops. I think I'll probably go... I'll stream for another half hour or so. There is a point... as much as I want to kind of stream all night since I'll be out this week, I need to prepare to go to the airport tomorrow. Atlanta has the biggest airport in the country, which means it has the biggest TSA line in the country, unfortunately. Which means getting there 2 hours early. So I'll probably find my next save point and take a break. And I don't think I'm gonna finish this game tonight. So what I will say is 100% it'll be finished next Tuesday, since I get back on Monday. And by then I will have rock, paper, scissors available. Is anyone else playing the new Pokemon DLC tonight? I think I must have broken the curse because I didn't even know there was DLC. I've escaped. I'm no longer beholden to them. Gained an aspect of clear mind. Ow. Feels kind of backtracky, but it's been a while. Maybe it's new. Huh. Can definitely do that. I just gotta get up there. Not that way. Oh. Almost. What? This is too many options. How is there light being casted if the windows are closed? Oh, they're open. It's just really unlit. It's fire in a maid outfit. I'd be lying if I said I didn't like the design. Damn, I am out. The game has not made me have to hit anyone more than once in a while, so I'm not used to actually fighting long term. No. Not the hot maid. You're gonna get fired for breaking all of the dishes, maid. If you don't know, one of the reasons I learned about this developer is they made a platformer. It was like a game jam platformer where you're a character who has a bomb for a head, and they have to like flip a dice jumping across the platforming across levels. The fuse on their head like gets shorter, and you have to keep flipping a dice to make it last longer, to get more time. But that was part of why I like really learned about them, because I'm like, bomb head character, I'm in. And it did play sort of similar to this game. It was structurally similar, just with a different kind of platforming gimmick. Door locked. You know, this maid doesn't even seem aggressive. That was an unnecessary kill. Oh, and I'm stuck in. Okay. Your guess is as good as mine as to how to kill this thing. Bruh. Do you have any idea how far back I am? Not that far, but it's a long walk. In a direction I don't remember. Yeah, I don't fucking know. Do I keep the stuff I got? Like, I don't have to get the peace of mind again, do I? Clear mind, empathy. Okay, I think I keep my upgrades. Good night, Beld. I started watching Earth. What season does Peter Griffin show up? According to Family Guy lore, Peter Griffin is sort of like a Tommy type character, where he's just sort of existed throughout all of human history in different iterations. So I think it's sort of like midichlorians. It's always been there. They just don't explain it for a while. Well, this is not the direction I wanted to be going, but I at least know another place I can go now. Oops. Basketball. Ow! Don't kick me. Yeah. Go get it. Aw, I definitely need to kick off that middle. The dying moments of a man's prefrontal cortex. You want to know the most dystopian thing I've ever seen on Twitch? You know, other than 30-second ads. I got a recommendation. I don't know why I got this recommended to me, because I don't even watch Twitch, much less these kinds of streamers. But somebody made a stream that's just XQC, but AI. It's just an AI that spews out XQC type conversation with like one of those fake webcams that makes his mouth move, and he responds to chat. And it was the most fucking insane dystopian thing I've ever seen. Especially because every single response it had to questions in chat was, dude, alright, dude, this is like crazy, dude. Check. Not pog. Dude. Not even riffing on XQC. Mostly riffing to the ability of that bot to produce a remotely intelligible sentence. But I just thought the idea of being a streamer and imagining someone reproducing you as an AI and just like watching that instead of you sounds fucking crazy. Like, imagine being on your deathbed, you're 90, and a bunch of Gen 42ers or whatever the fuck the next generation will be. They are more interested in watching a reproduction of you than you. If that's dystopian, you might be a bit sheltered. Both can be true. It doesn't have to be one or the other, in my opinion. I think it's actually rather positive XQC type content creators are going to get rationalized out of existence by AI. That's one way to look at it. One thing I'll say about the subject is Nothing Forever came around, and I thought it was funny, and then they started being very serious about the future of content being 24/7 auto-generated AI stuff, but their views dropped to 40 after a month. So probably, if that's the future, probably not anytime soon. I just don't think you can auto-generate content forever without it getting stale. I feel like any universally acclaimed TV show or movie is one that does have a clear endpoint, or ended when it needed to. And I don't see infinite content ever being viable outside of, like, maybe someone will do it. There'll be like one TV show that's AI generated and never ends. We already have fucking Grey's Anatomy and One Piece. I'm not saying it can't be done. I just don't think an infinite TV show is a better idea than a TV show with 84 episodes in a movie. 6 seasons in a movie. Because in the best case scenario, it's a TV show that's never the same. Like, maybe you could do like a Black Mirror, like every episode is a different story. But you could not have an infinite episodic plot. Doesn't work. Huh. Kinda getting boss room vibes. I do want to explore this, but I stated earlier I would wrap it up after I reach the save point. I'm curious what that is, though. What is this PewDiePie texture? Should I start watching One Piece? What I've heard is either look up One Piece, someone like cut out all the filler and unnecessary stuff, or read it. I think you should just read it. Because the way I understand it, the TV show adds in a lot of... it stretches out scenes. It's not like it's full of, like, episodes that never happened, as much as it is the stuff that does happen, they show for way longer than they need to. So I would just read it. I mean, I say that as someone who stopped reading One Piece, but that's what I would do. Alright, I got the coin piece. I think I'm going to end stream here, because I've got too much I gotta do before my flight tomorrow to finish. So that's gonna be it for tonight. Does anyone want to play one more game of rock, paper, scissors in my chat? I'll allow for one more rock, paper, scissors. After that, I'm out of here. Kanto. Alright, I'm gonna count to 3 and say go, and then you're gonna play rock, paper, or scissors, alright? Ready? Rock, Mississippi. Paper, Mississippi. Scissors, Mississippi. Go! Paper. They played paper. I played rock. Boom! I win. I'm sorry, does that make me the undefeated rock, paper, scissors champion of my stream? That's crazy. Well, maybe you'll have a chance next Wednesday to dethrone me. Until then, that's gonna be the end of this stream. Again, I'm gonna be out of town until like Sunday, so no streams this week. But I will definitely be back next Tuesday. I might be back on Monday. We'll see. I will put it in my Discord when I'm in my events whenever I'm live. The current song is from the Mushishi soundtrack. Specifically, it is Tsugame no Uo, One-Eyed Fish. It's One-Eyed Fish from Mushishi. But yeah, that's gonna be it. I will see ya. I'm hoping to have a video out at the end of September, but I'll let you know next stream how that's coming along. Until then, see ya. Live long, live well, live comfortably. I don't know. And take care.